Nesma, the co-founder of Pop Up Ping Pong. She's going to tell us a little bit more today about what she does. What is your definition of an entrepreneur?
I think an entrepreneur is someone who sees an opportunity in something and then takes the risk to make it happen. And I think it's also someone who sees potential in themselves with multiple kind of talents and doesn't want to just settle for nurturing one of those, but kind of using all of them to make business or kind of, you know, give something to people.
Okay. What did you want to be when you were a child?
When I was a child, I always wanted to be an inventor. I don't know why. I think it's just because I was always into kind of making things. And
have you invented anything?
No, I mean these are kind of like I had a kiddie sketchbook type thing in which I did a rainbow bed on wheels, and that was my kind of pride and joy of inventions.
Could you tell us a bit more about Pop Up Ping Pong?
Yeah. So Pop Up Ping Pong began last year, so March 2013. It was our first event, and it all started because my business partner and I loved playing ping pong together, so it just kind of came from a love of that. And we'd play for hours on it. And at the same time, I was doing venue hires, so there was a venue near where we're both from in West London that was available, and I'd hire it out to certain people, and it just kind of organically happened that I thought, why don't we do our own kind of event here? What can we do? Oh, we love ping pong, we both got tables, let's bring together some tables. And it just came from more than that, kind of both of us being very interested in business and in what's trending in London right now.
Have you come across any obstacles whilst you were setting up this business?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's natural to, but the good thing for us is that it hasn't come in the form of people, so it's not like, our families or people stopping us. It's more kind of the logistics of putting on pop-up events in London. I know that there's websites like We Are Pop-Up and Appear who are trying to make it easier, like Airbnb, to book a venue to make something happen, but I still think that's got a long way to go.
Maybe you guys can eventually rent out your own venue to do your events in.
Definitely. I mean, the goal is to kind of stop popping up as frequently and make the business kind of more of a permanent base and location. But I still think the pop-up industry in London is just so vibrant, and it allows entrepreneurs to test their ideas out and stuff. So I feel like I wish that the property market kind of reflected what was going on in terms of the richness of what people are trying to do in London.
What was your biggest turnout, would you say?
Our biggest turnout was about 450 people in Pimlico in London, and that was in July of last year. So
during summertime, a lot of people like to.
Yeah, and it was a great venue, and kind of by that point we'd really got our offering down. So kind of all the little hiccups at the beginning were all out, and we were doing really good kind of events and stuff.
Brilliant. So when is your next event?
We're in Peckham every Wednesday, and that's kind of a small thing where there's one ping pong table that you can book out from 6 till 10.
Okay.
But our next kind of big blowout event is coming up. We're due one probably in around May, and at the end of April, the 24th of April, we're in Stour Space in Hackney Wick, and that's kind of an in-between event. So that's going to be 6 ping pong tables that you can book. It's going to be really good. It's right on the river as well, so it's really cool.
I wish you the best of luck on that. Who would you say inspires you the most?
It's really cliche and a bit boring because you guys don't know them personally, but my parents probably, just because I'm not one of those people who kind of idolizes people I don't know. And my parents are everyday kind of heroes of mine, and they're
probably encourage you and push you to do what you want.
Exactly. So going back to the obstacles question, they've never been an obstacle in these things, and I think they realise that it's not just kind of doing a party once a month and that's it. It's with a bigger goal to kind of actually establish myself as an entrepreneur, along with my business partner Amin, who couldn't be here today. But so them and the way they've been successful in their own careers and done what they wanted to do in spite of what anyone else said to them.
So do you have any advice to give to other entrepreneurs?
If you have a kind of an idea that you think is really good, then you should definitely go for it. Do lots of research on it, and I think making connections with other people who could help you out in whatever industry that you want to do is really important.
And one more question. What legacy would you like to leave behind? What would you want people to remember you by?
For doing what I kind of believe in and not feeling pressured to do what society kind of makes you think that you have to do.
Stand out.
Stand out, and kind of I also feel very strong about women in business, so I hope that people kind of see me as one of those people down the path.
So you like to be a role model for other women?
Not role model maybe, but that's
in a way.
too much. Yeah, and so maybe Yeah, something along those lines.
Oh,
would be
that's
great.
brilliant. Thank you so much, Nesma, for coming in. It was a pleasure to have you here. And I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope you guys will be there on the 24th of April at her event at Stour Space, because I definitely will be there. And I'll see you there too. Bye!